still try to do good for them appropriately.
So how come it's like that someone is born and got this click in the head, I want to do bad thing, and someone born and
It's a cultivation over time. This is called rasa.
Yeah.
There's a taste in all things, including evil things. There's a taste in it. It's not that people become addicted to murder or rape or
It's
something.
like experience thing.
It's an experience, and it has a certain taste to it and a certain dark pleasure to it. And if you know that's going to hurt that person, I'm still going to do it. And let's take, I've mentioned serial killers twice. I have a friend, his name is John. He was the we call it school captain at my school. I was married when I was young, and he and I married sisters. We were best friends for many years. He's a funny fellow. He's fascinated with serial killers. He read all these books for years, and endlessly he would talk to me about it. So I got my brain full of all that kind of information. Almost always, serial killers through their life, they start small. They practice on a bird or an animal or something, and they kind of build up, and then it's like you keep giving the opportunity to turn from that path. But if you keep choosing that path, if you want it more and more and more and more and more, the universe will reciprocate with you. You know, you keep hurting all your brothers and sisters. You hurt them, you murder them. There's going to be reactions against that. Not for the sake of punishment, but for the sake of rectifying you and stopping you from hurting everybody else.
But what about even the law had this justice that say someone wasn't conscious, do something in the affect, you didn't want to, but people doesn't even remember sometimes.
Yeah.
If they kill someone.
Yeah.
So.
Totally. Well, they have, even like in Australia, they have negligent homicide. Like you didn't mean to, it was an accident, you kind of acted reckless. They have all those different levels, first degree murder, second, all these things, right? All the way down to, there's a really low one there, which I can't remember. You might only just go to jail for 6 months or something. So, or sometimes it's even like self-defense, right?
Yeah.
Or completely accidental. So, the idea is that karma is not only taking account of the activity, it's taking account of the metaphysical reality, your intention, your desire, how much knowledge you had. A child Ajita's daughter, when she was 3, she jumped in the car to play, and she was trying to pull the gear stick and the knobs and things, and she put the handbrake down and put it into neutral in the parking lot up near the temple, and it crept forward and crept forward and crept forward. The reason those logs are there now is because of her. And then over the hill, and that's a steep hill. She went a long way. She went like 50 meters and then crashed into a tree, 3 years old. And Driti was like, the mother, Driti, she was, and Ajita, in his normal way, was like, it's over, ran down there, opened up the car, and he said, when I opened it up, Dini, Kalindi, his name for his daughter, he said she was like this, on where your feet go on the passenger seat. And she was okay.
Oh God.
So, absolutely no blame on her part. It destroyed Ajita's car.
Yeah.
Now let's say I go up there with a sledgehammer and destroy Ajita's car. It's a different thing. Same damage, but Dini got hugs and are you okay, and checked her out of the hospital and gave her some sweets and everything's all right, sweetheart. Madreya might not get that same thing. So, like that, karma takes account. Otherwise it's not fair. Otherwise it's not just, even in human level.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Is that okay, Linda?
Yeah.
That's the Vedic perspective, and the Buddhists also share that karmic perspective. There's some nuanced difference, but more or less it's the same.
There's an interesting take on that word forgiveness. Actually, if you listen to the word itself, it says forgiving, forgiveness. So pretty much paying gratitude to the person who gave whatever karmic response to you, or gave whatever thing they gave to you, and instead of going into reaction, go, thank you for the learning you're giving me. That's helpful.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, so how we can learn forgive so easily, like let go? You know, sometimes you want, but you just can't. Your mind is coming back there.
See, Krishna recommends, and the Vedas recommend. Krishna actually says you don't even have to worry about God or anything like that. Krishna's speaking as God, but he's even saying you don't even have to worry about that. You can, if you want me, if you want Krishna, you can come home to me. Here's how to do it. But you don't have to do that. If you just want to be happy and healthy and peaceful and live a nice life, just become sattvic. You don't have to worry about religion at all. Sattvic. Alright, Wednesday's class we'll do on sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. It's a concept pervasive through the ancient world and currently still alive in India and South Asia and things, where basically everything that we do, think, speak, the whole reality of our life can be divided into 3 sort of levels of energy. Just like in colors, you have yellow, magenta, and blue, and they make up all the other colors. So there is a sattvic nature, very high, peaceful, happy, kind, truthful, full of virtue nature. There is a rajasic nature, selfish, ambitious, courageous, heroes, you know, go-getters, business people. It's mixed, good and bad, you know, and then sort of dark. And it's not 3 distinct categories. They blend, and we all have a mixture, you know. So sattvic is that high one. It's the same idea as Plato and Aristotle talk about the unity of the virtues, that you can actually raise your entire energy by spiritual practices that you have confidence in, that you get good, you try them and you get good experience. Like you eat in a particular way and you get the reaction, I feel a lot better, I feel a lot better. And it may still be a little bit of a struggle to self-discipline yourself to that highest eating. Or I kind of like getting totally wasted on Friday, but it costs me my money, it messes with my health. I sometimes do weird things or wake up with weird people when I do that. And then Saturday morning I can't function. That whole period of time I'm not my best for giving to everyone. But I do kind of like that dark, lusty, sort of releasing energy of getting toasted on some alcohol or something like that. But if you see it if you sort of step back and see a whole life like that, you can see that some things are pulling us down, even though they may have some good qualities to them. Maybe some fun there or this or that there, but it pulls you into the dark, and it will make it'll make forgiveness impossible. And you notice with people who take intoxication, for example, a long way, you know, they become fully alcoholic or fully drug addicted. Forgiveness and even other virtues become harder and harder and harder and harder and harder for them. When I was about 20, I was smoking pot every day, and I remember one day thinking, man, it's gotten to the point where I have to struggle with my mind just to like wash the dishes. That's like a big deal now. I thought, this is not good. And, by divine grace somehow or other, that all faded from my life. But like that, and like that quote by the Dalai Lama, whatever good we can do, just move up in energy. Whatever path you're on, whatever resonates with you, whatever wisdom tradition you follow, let's go up and let's support each other in going up. And that will bring us to a point of energy where we're so happy and so peaceful and so easy that forgiveness just, no problem, no problem. And it also creates a type of vision where forgiveness will be easy. We'll actually see that wasn't Krishna smashing me in the face, it was me doing something in the past. And my experience also is when something negative happens and you actually sincerely ask yourself the question, why did that happen to me? At least from my personal testimony, usually the thought will come because I'm holding that, or I'm thinking like that, or I have done like that. I go, okay. And it gives us full control now over our lives. We can then go wherever we want to do and do whatever we want to do, or not. But at least it's in our control. It's not that somebody else can just come and do something unfair to us randomly. Not possible. Alright. We good? Magenta. Won't forget. Alright, my friends. So, we're good for this? Or is it already? Is there any girls, maybe